Èmi nìkan kọ́ ló dá, but you bless me jaburata. Hope you know they do partial. I no mind at all. The way I've been nobody, you don't turn me to somebody.
Now, question number 21 now. Which is the smallest of these fractions? Which is the smallest of these fractions? We have 2 over 5, 2 over 5, 1 over 2, 1 over 3, 3 over 4, and 2 over 3. So for you to determine which of these fractions is the smallest, all you need to do, cannot, because if some of you look at it and say, oh, 1 over 2 is the smallest fraction. No, that is not. 1 over 2 may even be the biggest of the fraction there. So you need to determine the value of each of the fractions before you can say which one is the smallest and which one is the biggest. And all you need to do is to find the LCM of the denominators. That is the down number. You look for their LCM first. That's the first thing you are going to do. So find the LCM of the denominator, which are 5, 2, 3, 4, and 3. So quickly look for the LCM. 5, 2, 3, 4, 3. So we are using 2 to divide first. 2 cannot divide 5. 2 in 2, that's 1. 2 cannot divide this. 2 in 4, that is 2. 2 cannot divide this, so you still put 3 there. Now we see an even number there, which is 2. So we use 3 again. 2 cannot divide this here. 2 cannot divide 3. But 2 can divide 2, you get 1. Then this 3 cannot be divided by 2, so you put 3 there. Now we are using 3. 3 cannot divide 5. 1, 3 in 3, 1, 1, 3 in 3, 1. So what we have left is 5, not to confine with all this 1. So we use 5 because only 5 that can divide 5 without remaining. So let's divide 5 and 5, 1, and this 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. So you multiply all this together. 2 times 2, that is 4. 3 times 5, that is 15. Now 4 times 15 will give you, 4 times 15 will give you, that is 60. So which means the LCM is 60. Now find the value of each of the fraction. How do you find the value of each of the fraction? You use the denominator, each of the denominators to divide the LCM, and whatever they give, you use to multiply the number that you have up. That is the numerator. So let's do the first one. So the first one, you have 60 divided by this 5 times 2. Okay. The second one, 60 divided by this 2, then times the number up 1. The third one, 60 divided by 3 times the number up 1. The fourth one, 60 divided by 4 times the number that you have up, which is 3. And then the last one, 60 divided by 3 multiplied by the number up, which is 2. Okay, now let's find the value of each of these. 60 divided by 5, that is 12. 12 times 2 will give you 24. 60 divided by 2, that is 30. 30 times 1 will give you 30. 60 divided by 3, 60 divided by 3, that is 20. 20 times 1, that is 20. 60 divided by 4, that is 15. Okay, 60 divided by 4, that is 15. 15 times 3 will give you 45. And then 60 divided by 3, that is 20. 20 times 2, that is 20 times 2, that is 40. So can you see now? If we look at all these values here, we have 24, 30, 20, 45, 40. You are asked to look for the smallest of the fractions. So which is the smallest here? This is the smallest, because smallest is the least number of all the number you have here. So therefore, our answer here is 1 over 3. Okay, so we are asked to arrange in ascending order. After you have done all this, all you need to do is just start from the smallest to the biggest. That is, after 20 we follow by 24, and then 30, and then 40, and then 45. That's in ascending order. If it is descending order, that is, you arrange from the biggest to the smallest. That will be, this one will come first, second, third, fourth, and then fifth. But since we are only asked to find the smallest of the fraction, so our answer here is 1 over 3, because 1 over 3 gives the value of 20. So that is that about that. Now on to the next question, which is number 22. What must be divided by 9? What must be divided by 9? That is something. Let's use P to represent that something. Something will be divided by 9, and then it will give us 32. Okay? Anytime you have this, because this question are called open sentence. So anytime you have question like this, it means that we are looking for a number that when we divide it by 9, we are going to get 32. So all you need to do is just change this division to times. So you multiply this and this. Okay, it's just like saying P divided by 2 will give us 6. You are looking for a number that when you use to divide it, to give you 6. All you need to do is just multiply 6 times 2, and that is 12. So definitely 12 divided by 2 will give us 6. So 32 times 9. So now let's multiply. Okay, 9 times 2, that is 18, equal 9 times 3, that is 27. 27 plus 1 will give you 28. So therefore P is what? 28. I mean 288, because 288, if you divide 288 by 9, you will get 32. So 288 is our answer to that one. Okay, verse 23. Chiwendu, Mary have the sum of 980 naira to share. And Chiwendu and Mary have the sum of 980 naira to share. So if Mary's share must be 50 naira greater, how much will Chiwendu receive? All you need to do is first, we are told that somebody collects larger share than the other person. But for you to determine that, all you need to first do is just divide both. Since you are sharing for 2 people, just divide this by 2. So that means each will initially receive 980 naira divided by 2. Okay, now 2 in 9, that is 4. You made that one, I put that one, that will give me 18. 2 in 18, that is, and then 0 only divided by 2, so you put 0 here. So which means each of them will receive 490 naira. But that's not where we are going, because we are told that Mary's share must be 50 naira greater than Chiwendu, which means whatever Mary's share is, she still gets 50 naira from Chiwendu's share. So which means Mary's share will now be 490 naira plus 50. So our share now is 540 naira. So that 50 naira that you add to Mary's share, you will take again from Chiwendu's share to know how much Chiwendu received. So therefore, Chiwendu's share will be, since both of them first share the money equally, which is 490 naira, and then you said Mary received 50 naira share more than Chiwendu. So you take away that 50 from Chiwendu's share. So at the end of the day, Chiwendu will receive 440 naira. Chiwendu will receive 440 naira, while Mary received 540 naira. So that's that about that one. So question number 24. Dimeji bought 3 bags of rice. 3 bags of rice at the rate of 12,000 naira per bag. So Dimeji bought 3 bags at the rate of 12,000 naira per bag. That is, 1 bag costs 12,000 naira, and Dimeji bought 3 bags. So how much did he pay for the 3 bags? So for the 3 bags, he paid, that means 12,000 naira in 3 places. So that would be 12,000 times 3. 3 times 0, 0, 3 times 0, 0, 3 times 0, 0, 3 times 2, 6, and 3 times 1, 3. So we mean for the 3 bags, Dimeji paid a total sum of 36,000 naira. Okay, because for each bag, 1 bag, he pays 12,000 naira. So for 3, if it is 2 bags, that is 12,000 plus 12,000, or 12,000 times 2. But since he bought 3 bags, that is 12,000 naira in 3 places, and everything he spent was 36,000 naira. So that is that. 25. A 3-sided figure is called what? A 3-sided figure. This is a 3-sided figure. Yes, a shape that has 3 sides is called a triangle. Triangle means like 3 angle. Okay, so join together now we have a triangle. So that is just that. That is that about that. Now find the rates at which 280 naira we earn 21 naira simple interest for 2.5 years. So in this one now, this is a simple interest. Okay, but in this simple interest we are asked to look for the rates. Okay, we are looking for the rates. We don't know yet. So now the principal Which if I want to be the money the person borrowed or invested in the business, and that is 280 naira. And then the interest. The interest is 21 naira. And then the time. The time is 2.5 years. You can also be you change this one to change this to improper fraction. And the 2 times 2 4 plus 1 5 and 5/2 years. Okay.
Hey, soldier go, soldier come.
You are looking for rates. So the formula for finding rates is simply 100 times interest over principal times time. That is the formula for finding rates. If it is simple interest you want to find, that is principal times rate times time over 100. So if you are looking for rates, that would be 100 times interest over principal times time. This 100, that is the percentage. Okay, are you getting it? So now, having given you this formula now, let's apply it to solve this question. Now you have 100 times interest. What's the interest? The interest is 21. Okay, over principal. Principal is 280. Okay, then times what? 5/2. So this particular fraction here will give you 12 times unless you expand it. Okay, it simply means you want to divide this number up by this one. So this one here also means a division. Are you getting it? This stands for division, this stands for division. So now let's expand it. So that would be 100. You can put that 100 over 280 times, you can put 21 over 1. Just use 1 to represent whatever you have here. Okay, now since this means division, because we want to divide the number up by this one, we want to divide the number up by 280 and 5/2. So all you need to do is just this line stands for division. That's division here, 5/2. Okay, so having expanded like this now, it will be very easier for you to solve. So now let's go. So we have 100 over 280 times 21 over 1. This division will change to times. Remember what I told you in the last class. Okay, this division will change to times. And when it changes to times, this fraction here will interchange. The one up will come down and the one down will go up. So that means you have what? So instead of 5/2, you now have 2/5. You can see that it will be very easier for you to solve now. Okay? We do it like this just because this is the fraction here. I think there is a single number here. All you need to do is just divide and get your answer. But because of this fraction that we have here, that's why I expand it like this for you so that you'll be able to get a clearer picture of the solution. Now let's divide. First off, this 0 can cancel this 0. So what else can we divide there? This 5 can divide 10, right? 5 here 1, 5 here 2. What else can we divide? Okay, this 2 can divide 28, 2 here 1, 2 here 14. Okay, what else can we divide again? This 2 and 14 you can still divide it by 2. Mind you, anytime you are dividing, you pick a number up, you pick a number down. Don't divide one number, don't use a number up to divide another number that is up. No, that is wrong. You pick one number up and a number down to divide. Okay, simultaneously. Now let's divide. So this 2 here 1, 2 here 2. 2 in 14, that is 7. Okay, what else can we divide again? This 7 and 21 can be divided by 7. Okay, 7 can divide 21. So 7 is 7 1, 7 21, that is 3. So at the end of the day, we have 1 times 3 times 1, and then we have 1 times 1 times 1. 1 times 3 times 1 will give you 3. 1 times 1 times 1 will give you 1. So at the end of the day, our final answer, so time, we are looking for rates, sorry. So now our rates will be what? 3%. So that is how to calculate our rates. Now this one, find the value of 25 of 6 plus 10. 25 of 6, 25% of 6 plus 10. Okay, we are using the Bodmer's formula. You know the brackets come first. You can bracket it on because of this of that is here. So put this one in the brackets. Are you getting it? Because this addition comes very late in the in Bodmer's. Because when you have Bodmer's like this, I see that bracket comes first and off because of this off before you get to where addition is. Okay, so let's just calculate this one. Whatever we get, we add it to 10. Now let's go. So this 25% is otherwise expressed as 25 over 100 of most times. And put 6 over 1 so that both can look alike. Now let's divide. So because of time, 5 can divide this, 5 can divide this, okay? 2 can divide this, 2 can also divide this. But because of time, I will use 25 here. So 25 can divide 100 naira. I said 100 naira. 25 can divide 100 easily. So let's divide. 25 here, 1, 25 here, 4. So we have 6 over 4, okay? 2 can still divide both. Are you getting me? 2 here, 2 here, 3. So at the end of the day, we got 3 over 2. Now let's add our answer to this 10 that we have outside. So we have 3 over 2 plus 10. You can put over 1 so that both of them can look alike. Now when you get to this one, I don't say 3 plus 10, 13, 2 plus 1, 2. No, that was wrong, okay? You need to find the LCM of the denominator. So if you are adding fraction, you are subtracting fraction, you need to look for the LCM of the down numbers. Are you getting of the denominators, okay? So find the LCM of 2 and 1. So let this 1 can divide 2. 2 is our LCM. Even if you find the LCM, you get 2, okay? So you put 2 here. So like we did when we are looking for the smallest fraction in that one that we did the other time. So you look for the value of each of these fractions, okay? Now how many 2 are there in 2? That is 1. 1 times 3 will give you 3, and then plus. How many 1 are there in 2? That is 2. 2 times 10 will give you 20. So we have what? 23 over 2. So what we have now is an improper fraction. So you change it to a mixed number. That is, you have 23 divided by 2. And when you divide 23 by 2, you get 2 into 1, 2 in 3, 1, and then 1 over 2. So therefore, our answer is 11 over 1, 1 over 2. So that is back to that one. The bus left Ekiti for Sunday at 6:30 a.m. Left at 6:30 a.m. on Sunday, okay, and arrived at Lagos on Monday at 3 p.m. Arrived Lagos 3 p.m. on Monday. Okay, now calculate time. How long did the journey take? Okay, it's just like this. The bus left on a Sunday morning and he arrived Lagos on a Monday afternoon. Okay, so a day has passed, a day and some hours, okay, has passed before the person got to Lagos. Now let's calculate, okay. So you can do it like this, okay. So the person left, that is from Sunday morning, that's AM, to Monday morning, that's AM. We use AM to represent morning. That's from 6:30 a.m. here to another 6:30 a.m. on Monday. That's total of 24 hours. That's a complete day. Okay, that's give what 24 hours. Okay, now from 6:30 to 3 p.m. you can change this to a 24 hours time. Okay, so from 6:30 a.m. which on Monday morning to 3 p.m. on Monday afternoon. Okay, so how many times do you have? We have already established that from 6:30 a.m. on Sunday and to 6:30 a.m. on Monday, that's a complete 24 hours. So from 6:30 a.m. on that Monday to 3 p.m. in the afternoon on that Monday, let's calculate the amount of time that is there. Whatever we get here, we add it to this first one that we already got here. Are you getting it? So now you can change 3 p.m. to a 24 hours time. So that would be, to look at it here, that is, you have a clock like this: 12, 6, 3, and 9. 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, and 11. Okay, so here in the 24 hours time, so 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, and 24. Okay, so over this one in the circle, they are the morning time, and the one after the circle, outside the circle, is the afternoon time. So the one in the morning, that is 6, this is 6:30 a.m. Okay, in the morning. Then in the afternoon time, 3, and then in the afternoon time, that's 15. Are you getting it? That will be 15 hours. Okay, it will be very easy for us to take away this 6:30 from this now. So therefore, you now have what? 15, you can put hour and then minutes. So 15 hour minus 6 hour 30 minutes. 6 hour 30 minutes. Okay. Now to minus, borrow from here to here. You know there's nothing here. You can use 0 to represent it. Okay. But in time, when you borrow from here, from hour and take it to minutes, it should not be plus 1. No? This is going to be plus 60 because 1 hour is equivalent to 60 minutes. Okay. So when you borrow one from here, it's going to make 14. So that one that you borrow from hour, when it comes to minutes, 60 minutes make 1 hour, it will turn to 60. Do you understand? Okay. So now let's take a look. 60 minus 30, that's 30, and then here 40 minus 6, that is 8. So which means from 6 a.m. to 3 p.m. that is 8 hours 30 minutes. Okay. Are you getting it? So now, so therefore now what happened? The first one that we got, that is 24 plus 8 hours 30 minutes. So at the end of the day, just add the hours to hour. Okay, this is an hour, this is another hour. 24 plus 8, that is, so we have 32 hours 30 minutes. So that's the total amount of time the person spends on that journey. So, simplify. You have x raised power 2 minus y raised power 2 over x minus y. Meanwhile, the value of x is 9 and the value of y is 5. Okay, so having established that now let's solve the question. X is 9, that is 9 raised to power 2 plus y is 5, that's y raised to power 2, then over x minus y. X is 9 and the minus y is 5. Okay, x raised to power 2, that is 9 times 9. Okay, don't say 9 plus 9, it is 9 times 9, and 9 times 9 is 81 minus 5 raised to power 2 is 5 times 5, and that is 25 over 9 minus 5. Now let's subtract this. So 81 minus 25. You borrow 1 here, this one begins 7, so become 11. 11 minus 5, that is 6. Okay, and this one means 7. 7 minus 2, that is 5. All over 9 minus 5, that is 4. Okay, now when you arrive at that, we have 56 over 4. Okay, divide both. 2 can divide them, but because of time I'm using 4 directly. 4 can also divide both up and down number. So 4 in 5, that is 1. I mean, I want to put 4 in here. I put 4 in 5, that is 1. And then there's a remainder of 1. That's what I put before the 6, which gives 16. And 4 in 16, that is 4. And then over 4 in 4, that's 1. So at the end of the day, 14 divided by 1 will give us 14. So our answer here is 14 by 30. So here we have changed 0.25 kilograms to grams. 0.25 kilograms to grams. Okay, you want to change kilogram to grams. All you need to do is multiply by 1,000. You want to change from grams to kilogram, you will divide by 1,000. Okay, so since we want to change from kilogram to gram, we are going to multiply by what? 1,000. So therefore we are going to have what? That is 0.25. You can remove this point first. 0. Okay, let me put it like this. 0.25 times 1,000. Put that 1,000. Put that 1,000 like this. Okay, now multiply. 0 times this 0, 0, 0. Okay, 0 times this 0, 0 times this 0, 0 times this 0. Okay, this 0, 0 times this 0, 0 times this 0, 0 times this 0. Now what? 1 times 5, 5. 1 times 2, 2. 1 times 0, 0. Now add together. Okay, now you have 0, 0, 0, 5, 2, and then 0. Now how many decimal numbers do we have here? Look at it. After this point, how many decimal numbers? That is 2, 1, 2. So now count that to 1, 2, 3. So at the end of the day, our answer is we have. You don't need to put since 0 comes first. You don't need to put that 0 there because it's valueless. Okay, just start from whatever number you have there. So we have 250 grams. So this is our answer to that one. So that is that about that. So In our next class, we'll continue from where we stop. Thank you for watching. Stay tuned.
Hello kids, people at home, thanks for watching.